Good morning, everyone. For those who don't know me, my name is Helena. I'm the Executive Director with the Greater New York Chamber of Commerce and recipient of the Leadership Award that was presented to me for Women's History Awards reception last night from the American Asian Women's Chamber of Commerce. So I so appreciate them recognizing me. And in addition, the Greater New York Chamber presented Manly Lynn as an honoree and for recognizing leadership, not only leadership, but exceptional women leaders. And we had an awards reception last night, and we gave Manly her award. If you want to watch it, it will be on Chamber TV. We are just so proud that we have this relationship with the SBA. And you know what? I'm just going to say it really briefly. I'm honored and I'm so appreciative because there's a lot of agencies out there that, they say they walk the walk, they, talk the talk. The Manly does this. She provides the information, she gives the chamber the access to give it to you. So, you know what? That's why, she is an honoree because she wants you to have the information to grow your business, which is the mantra behind the Greater New York Chamber. So I'm going to turn it over to Manly right now. Everyone is saying congratulations. You're amazing. You're amazing. So I'm gonna turn it over. There is a chat going on. Put your information in the chat and we'll try to get to it at the end. It will be recorded and it will be on Chamber TV. Manly, take it away.
Thank you, Helena. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, a lot of information today. SBA.gov, just want to share with you our priority now is putting American manufacturers first. We have different programs for them. Made in America Manufacturing Initiative. Okay, so cutting red tapes for small manufacturers. If you have a story you want to share with us or any suggestion, please go to the hotline. And we increase more capitals actually for manufacturers, even create a new loan programs for manufacturers. So, and also making onshoring great again portal. If you want to, I know one business actually yesterday was asking, want to reach out to the suppliers. So this is the where you can go to with 4 huge database. So you can connect to all those made in US manufacturers, producers to negotiate with them. We also want to help manufacturers go to global market. So now is the perfect time. If you want to start a manufacturer, that's the perfect time because we focus on that. So SBA provide one-on-one counseling through our resource partner. We have different kind of financing programs. We help business to get a government contract, and I hope we don't need disaster assistance. But if a disaster declared, actually we have disaster loan for you. Before I go to today's Grants.Gov, that's not SBA's program, that's for all the federal government. But I want to mention, I know you are looking for grants. So SBA, we manage 2 grants with 11 government agency but this one only for small business, okay? So if you are a small business, these are 2 grants actually. Right now, the money already approved. So small business innovation research and small business technology transfer program. Even you haven't started a business, you can, if you see any good projects that actually you can do, you can just register a small business, okay? A lot of college professors actually do that. So this is the America Seed Funds. You can learn more. Go to the website. Okay, there are 18 tutorials. Okay, so this is the first one, 18 tutorials. Or you can come to my next webinars on this topic, SBIR and STTR. They just announced the money passed by Congress. Before we was waiting, so now actually to 2039 have the funding for these two programs. And each of the project is more than $1 million. Okay. So now I'm going to talk about Grants.Gov. Okay. So this is for not for SBS website. So last night actually I realized actually they are uploading the new website. Okay. So here you go to Grants.Gov. They want to remind everyone, federal government does not, okay, we don't publish the personal financial assistance opportunities on grants.gov. So you can go to USA.gov if you are personal financial assistance and the benefit. I have one slide for you. So this is a USA.gov. I saw that a lot of program they did a good job. The new website is really clear and easy to navigate. So now go to grants.gov. No, you can see here, this is all the items that will go through with you. Okay, I will go through with you. So first things, when you click on, they say discover your next grants. Okay, so you click search now. They will take you to the new website. The new website is called Simpler Grants.gov. This is a new one. They're still uploading. Okay, last night I upload and this morning I still upload. They're still loading. So let's build a simpler grants.gov together. They need your feedback. So please go to this search funding opportunities. You can see search, next to search, there is an icon, the filters. You can use different filters to enter. And I think they are trying, okay, so they say, have 1,677 opportunities just from yesterday. So the days start from yesterday. Different filters I want to share with you. Please try and let them know, okay, if there anything that they need to improve, please let them know now. So we will have a good one. So filters including funding instruction, instrument. Okay, instruments means actually they will go to this. I will show you later. And your eligibility, the agencies, categories, posted dates, closing date range, and cost sharing. And then you can see the result. When you click on that, actually, they show this. Okay. From time to time, they will show different things because now it's still uploading new information. So you can see from yesterday's upcoming, they have some results. Actually, this one, when you see a lot of lists, you can export results as a CSV. So it's like, this format for you, have all the information. This can save you a lot of time. Okay, it's easier to see the results for you. Then this is also simpler grants.gov. So they said, please tell us what's working. Okay, what you can do now is use the new simpler search. So I encourage you, today try this and then let them know actually, is there anything they can improve? Be the first to hear about new features. Actually, you should subscribe. I already subscribed. Now I subscribe different agencies, so you can get those updated information every day. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so this is the original. So there are two websites right now. Okay, so one is a simpler. This is the original one. So they say if you want to see the real results now, or all the results now, you should go to this one. Okay, grants.gov. So you can see here first, okay, how to apply for grants. Okay, so first things you have to learn. I go to each of them with you. Okay, learn. Okay, you can see here they have a grant learning center. They have a community blog. That's a very informative place for you to learn things, and also you can help those activities. Okay, for those right now have a lot of scams. I will go with that. So you can learn about that. You can see the left side. Okay, left side actually grant topics and the community questions. Those are very good questions. Maybe the questions actually is your question. So please explore that. The next one will be grant eligibility. So you should check your eligibility. Okay, that's the first steps actually. If you already know that first thing you have to decide is on behalf of your organization or for yourself. Okay, so you can check for individual or organization. There are different kinds of organization generally eligible to apply for funding opportunities on Grants.Gov. So each type of organization listed in the categories below is a specific search criteria in search grants. Individual applicants are welcome too. So I list here for you if you are a government organization or education organization. I think many of you may be educational. Then public housing organization, nonprofit organizations can apply, have a 501c3, okay? And then for-profit organizations, that's for small business. There actually they will mention the SBIR and STTR too. For individuals, okay, you can submit application for funding opportunities on your behalf. That's you. If you're registered, okay, so make sure if you're for the individual, you are only allowed to apply for funding opportunities are open to individuals. So say, don't waste your time or don't waste their time. Okay, if you are not an organization, do not submit those, not for the individuals. Okay. Most of the opportunities are for organizations, not individual. Okay, so foreign applicants actually have to get a permission. I have the details here for you if you are a foreign applicant. Then the next step is search. Okay, find out what's the opportunities. So you see on the top, that's the link. That's the link you can go to simplergrants.gov. That's the new one. Okay, but not complete yet because not all those programs actually uploaded. Okay, so you can search by different filter. I believe actually is very good. They show you how many numbers there, how many grants there. Okay? So each of them, they're very clearly. So then the next step is register. Okay, so you have to register, as a applicant. Okay, or grantors. They have, they encourage the grantors actually have to register so can match. So they also have a video here, okay, how to register with Grants.Gov. There are a lot of videos here I will show you later, okay, so that's good things. Actually, you can, when you are applying, you can even play the video and just, stop, step by step, actually, so you don't make any mistakes. Register with Grants.Gov. Okay, so you can you can complete the required form field. You can confirm your email address and add an organization applicant profile or an individual applicant profile after registering. Okay, so this is registering. And the next part is for the grantors. Okay, you can learn more. Have videos. Have uh, the the guidebook too. Then the next steps is apply. Okay, so you complete and submit your application using Workspace. Okay, Workspace is they use this already for a long time. Okay, so Workspace is a standard way for organization or individual to apply for federal grants in Grants.Gov. So it allowed a grant team to stimulate, you know, um, to simultaneously access and edit different forms within application means you can have several people. So I put it here. I will explain that simultaneously to get into that account. Okay, and also the form can be filled out online or offline. So that's good. So Workspace also allowed applicant and organization to choose which approach to use for their application workflow. So there are three approach that applicants can take. Okay, so the first one is basic for organization with 1 to 2 registered grant user. So you can decide, how many people in your business actually in your organization that you can use. Okay, and application forms are downloaded and emailed to collaborators before being uploaded back to the workspace. Okay, that's basic. The intermediate one is for 3 to 5 registered Grants.Gov users, means your team. And then applicant teams are typically comprised of an AOR, who submit, and also workspace owner who oversee form completion. And then the advanced one is for the big one, for the external grants.gov users, like consultants, okay, if you have, and the workspace owner manages form access, and also workspace owner adds subforms. So you can choose the one that fit your situation. So here, how to create a workspace. They have a video, okay? So it's a shared online environment, actually, so you can, your team can complete and submit a grants application simultaneously. Okay, so that's a good one. So please watch the video and also have more videos actually. This one is introduced Grants.Gov video series. You can see I only have 2 here, but actually they have more, like more than 10 there. So it's good to learn. The next step, okay, the last final one is track. So you enter your Grants.Gov tracking number for submission status. So you can see here, to track those submission, you can enter up to 5 numbers, 5 tracking numbers, okay, 1 per line, and click the track button, okay. And on the right side, they have support center. On the left side, usually you can see all the outlines for this website. Okay, there is one icons actually is grant policies. Okay, if you have time, it's very interesting to learn about the history of federal grants policy changes. Okay, so they have on the left side you can see, okay, all those histories track here. So the next one is important, grant making agencies. You see the left side have all the agencies list there. I think for applying for any funding, it's very important to understand that agency. Each of the agency have their mission, their goal. When you are looking for funding, you have to see if their clients, their customers, the communities actually they want to serve, may be similar to yours, or at least go to the same direction. Okay, so that's important. So when don't just see, oh, there is one grants, but you never have that background or even never thought about that kind of services, actually is risky. You don't want to waste your time or money, energy to write a proposal. So please do some homework about that agency, about their mission, about their clients, actually. So when you write a proposal, actually, you use their language, okay? So they feel that actually you will be a good partner for them. So they give you funding for that, okay? So the grants fraud, now actually we need everybody's help. So what is grant fraud? So usually occurs when award recipients attempt to deceive the government about their spending of award money. Okay, so if you get money from government, actually you need to write a report. Okay, you need to submit the documents, the proof that actually you use the fund in the right place for the right purpose. And what is a grant scam? Okay, so some people say free money. Okay, so we know right now the PPP loan, a lot of people actually went to jails for the fraud of the PPP loan. So learn about that, you can prevent that. So what are the costs of grant fraud? Actually, they have numbers here, okay? And who is responsible for monitoring those fraudulent behavior? So it's the Federal Inspector General. And now actually they are evaluate all the PPP loans and borrowers. How can grant fraud be stopped? Okay, so everybody have the responsibility and everybody can help. Okay, so if you see something, okay, report that. So the next one, I feel this one is very helpful for everybody. Community blog. You can see at the bottom, actually they have different titles, okay, or the topics of those blogs have a lot of information that actually, if you have time, I encourage you to explore. The next one is for the social media. Yes, right now government uses social media. SBA, we use all the social media too. For the Twitter, okay, this is for YouTube videos. They have tons of videos there. And also user guide, okay. I feel the user guide is really clear, but this is like each page of information is referred as a help article. It's not general. It's not give you a guide how to, because we just went through that, okay? So on the Grants.Gov online help provide explanation and step-by-step instructions for both applicants and grantors to complete those application process. But if you want just the general information, you should go to the original Learn Grant tab on the Grants.Gov. Okay, this is like a help article. You can access by clicking the question mark icon. Okay, throughout anywhere if you see the icon. Okay. And then by using the navigation features listed below. So here they have three navigation in the online help. If you use the laptop or you use tablet or smartphone, you can use all of them. It's very powerful, okay? People want to find something. So I put it here for you. If you use the laptops, you use this one. Okay. Support center. Okay, you can see here have a different, I think FAQ is good. Okay, FAQ have all the information. So I encourage you go there to review those Q&A. So maybe your questions are answered there. So now I go to each of these. This is the original website have this information. So how to apply for the federal funding opportunities and are you eligible? Okay. So make sure you have registered an account on Grants.Gov first. And then determine, okay, your eligibility and identify a funding opportunities. Okay, use the search. Then you can create a workspace. So all your teams, you can choose which one, depends on how many users will be. So your teams can work together simultaneously to do the application. And then you check your application for errors and submit your completed application. Check the complete application for errors. You can use the check application button. Okay, so that's a new function. For step-by-step instruction on those application, you should review the online user guide and the bookmark like Grants.Gov YouTube channel. Those videos are useful. I suggest you have all your documents in front of you. Okay, so because I know one lady actually, she just her business is LLC. So on IRS, tax returns have two dots, but when she filled out the form, she didn't put the dots. So she spent 5 years to correct that mistake. So when you enter all the information, on the website for government, please have all the documents in front of you. Okay, even one dot can really cost you a lot. So how to determine, okay, that eligibility? So you have to know, okay, are you a nonprofit organization, a township? Okay, so know it clearly, so choose the right one. So you can search by keyword, then narrow your results. Okay, so I show you the new websites. Actually, they have more filters. And when you click on each of the filters, actually they show you how many opportunities there, how many grants there. Okay, so get into the details of each funding opportunities. Okay, so have the eligibility requirement, maybe in the eligibility section or maybe other places. Okay, FOA, you should know that funding opportunity announcement. Okay, more much details than that. And then you can find under the related document tab, those the documents is usually found there. Okay, you need to fill out. You can also use the link to additional information field. And number 4, reach out to the agency point of contact. If you when you are enter something and you don't know the answer, do not just make any answer. Okay, I mentioned it's difficult to correct that. So look for the grantor contact information field, so you can contact them. And under the package tab, you click the preview link. Look for the agency contact information listed in the pop-up window under the opportunities package detail section. Okay, so keep this PowerPoint with you. So when you encounter any difficulties, actually, you know where to find them. I told you the original website is very complicated. So you need time to be familiar with that. Now, ways to get help when you use the Grants.Gov and also grant writing tips. Okay, those are good ones. So You can use online user guide to help you. I have videos, have forms, repository, and also chatbot, self that help knowledge base. Okay, so all those information. Maybe I didn't see they change anything yet, but maybe they will change anytime. Okay, for the new website. So grant writing basics. Okay, if you haven't written any, grants proposal, actually, you need to learn. Okay, so we just provide some tips, and also I know now maybe a lot of business individuals use AI to help you. I know I heard a lot of lenders. Okay, they say actually a lot of business when they apply for the loan, they use AI, and all the business plan are the same, okay, are similar. So when of course you should use AI to broaden, okay, to help you broaden maybe something you didn't think about. I think it's a good idea, but actually do not just copy and paste. You can copy and also maybe you can ask, the AI to modify it a little bit for different style. Okay, so first one, enlist the content proofreaders early in the process. Okay, so you should request that your colleagues or mentors review a first draft of your specific aims early in the process. Okay, and then asking your early proofreaders to focus on macro issue, like the organization of narrative section or logical flow within your application narrative. Even if your proposal is not completely ready, you can still have your designated proofreaders review some sections of the proposal. So an Office of Justice Program resource occurs stating that early proofreading will allow for sufficient time to deal with missing information. Okay, so please start early. Do not rush in. If you send a bad proposal, it's worse than not sending it. Then you develop a master checklist. Okay. And then next one, you give your application a grade. You just evaluate your proposal by yourself first, or then you can think about what you can improve more. Enlist a proofreader late in the process to focus on micro issues. Okay, macro first and then micro, like word choices or your sentence structure and typo errors. Cannot have any mistake, like our resume. Then understand the founder before writing. Okay, so no matter you are writing an email, blog post, or lengthy proposal, you need to consider the question, who is my audience? Okay, so in the grants world, when you write the grants actually proposal, your audience usually be the agency, awardee funds, and the people reviewing your application. So you can see here, they have different information for you, the tips, okay? How to build a credibility for your budget narrative, tips discussion impact in federal grants applications, crafting for breaking needs statement in federal grant proposals. So those are the terms, those are the things for all the proposal. And the grant writing basics. If you're not familiar, please just learn more right now. Peer review panels and federal grant application evaluation process. And then basic, how to start working on future funding opportunities. Okay, so grant writing basic 3. So tips to avoid last minute programs. So the next two icons, you can learning workspace. Okay, there's a application workflow for your organization and how to those blocks. So they have a lot of assistance. There's good things, but sometimes we get lost. So this one is an introduction to Grants.Gov. So just basic. And then Learning Center, okay, we already talked about that. So this is a total icons, 10 of them here, have all the details to learn. So this one is all the videos series. I believe now have more and more were uploaded and because the new website. So encourage you apply for grants as a team. Okay, so you can see the left side. Okay, so the workspace is a standard way for all the no matter you are an organization or individual, apply for the grants.gov. Okay, so you can work together, and then I already mentioned there are three levels, and have a video how to create a workspace. So talk to Grant right now. Okay, have a chat. You can chat, ask questions. How to apply? Okay, depends on actually depends on each agency and each grant. They all have different requirement. Okay, so the next question: how do I find grants for personal financial assistance, student loan, or start a small business? That's for the first two, you go to USA.gov. Now for the personal financial assistance or students loan, go to USA.gov and start a business. I saw they have that too, but you can come to SBA. They just link you to SBA. Okay. And how do I find a grant for starting a small business? Actually, you can search there, but for SBA, we don't have funding grants, okay, only loan programs, because SBA actually for so many years, we don't use taxpayers' money to help those startups. So it's only loan that actually you should consider. We have micro loan if you want to start a business up to $50,000 that SBA work with nonprofit organizations in different community to provide a microloan. And they also help with technical assistance. So like, help you with your business plan. Just want to make sure that actually you will grow and will be successful. So you use that, up to $50,000. And then after you really establish your business well, you can use all other SBA's different financing loan. We have a 7(a) loan, you can borrow up to $5 million. We have a 504 loan, you can borrow up to $13 million. So there are different kind of loan programs. I hope that if you need those information, please contact me, okay? And who is eligible to apply for a grant? This all depends what kind of grants actually you are looking for, how to search, okay? This is they will explain what we just discussed before, okay? How do I find personal financial assistance? There's most people, COVID-related grants, I think now there is no more. How do I create a workspace? You can see actually we already mentioned all those, okay? So Grants Learning Center, we already go through all of those topics. Of course, you have to go to the details, watch the videos, okay? Grant topics, this is important, okay? Basics about the grant life cycle and management. Grant policy is about the laws and regulation for the federal awards. So you have to really comply with the regulation or the rules. And you have to submit the documents, how you use those fundings. Otherwise, actually, they will take action. Okay. Are you eligible to apply for grants? Grant related, those are terminology and acronyms. I think a lot of people, when you read those grants of, requirement, actually a lot of terms maybe you're not familiar. Make sure you understand so you can come to this section. And then those are grant making agency, the tools can help you, and financial assistance and benefits, tips for a career in grants management, and learn about, this one is important, okay? Learn about reporting and monitoring. How can you monitor those money spending, okay? And the report, you need to have a schedule and comply with the requirement, the regulation, and recognize and avoid grant scams and the fraud, and upcoming training and conference. Yes, they have training, they have conference. Actually, I encourage you subscribe their newsletter or events. Actually, you won't miss anything. Okay, so this is the original, right now, the original search. So the search grants, actually, you can see the left side, the keywords or opportunity number. If you already heard somebody told you the number, you can apply for that grant, you can use that. But I think most of the people or organization, they just use keyword. And when you use keyword, you should use broaden, okay, the broaden word, not too narrative like executive like you. So it's like you talk about the cell, okay, one cell or the whole body is totally different. So give you more opportunities to find grants. So then you click on the search, you can see opportunity status. They have forecast, okay, means or posted or closed or archived. Why you need the closed one? Actually, you can see, maybe you will find out. I think it's good for you to find out that agency actually need your product or services, even they already close, okay, close maybe last year's, but you know that agency, they bought something similar to yours. So that's a good one. You can contact the agency directly, okay, or you go to their website. Do not think they already closed. It's useless for you. And archives too. So you can see they show the number, okay. And then the next one is funding instrument type. Means, what is a grant or a cooperative agreement or procurement contract. So which instruments that actually you are looking for, okay? So they have different filters too. And then go down is here, they show you on the left side, you look on the left side, okay? So those are the filters that actually can help you. But some of them according to the eligibility or categories, and also the last one, different agency. So you can try, okay, try different. I know a lot of people, they just put all, okay, put everything, all categories, all eligibilities. I think that one you should really answer. For example, you are in organizations, right? Should choose the real one, okay, that actually you are in. Do not just put all, and then you will feel to spend too much time and you didn't get the real one. You can sort by opportunities. We already talked about. I want to just show you, on the right side, even the agency. Okay, you can see by agency, ascending or descending. Okay, very details for you to choose. And you can choose like how many 1 to 25 of that. Okay, so this is basic search criteria, the keyword opportunity number. So you can see funding when after you search, they will show this. Okay, so like the funding instrument types is all funding instrument or cooperate agreement. They show the number, so give you ideas actually how many grants there. Eligibility, that's important. Okay, you need to read that. So do not just waste the time, just submit your proposal to everyone. Okay, so some people maybe think there's no harm. I just send to every agencies, every those requirement, but it's not good. Even so they will feel that actually you don't know yourself. Okay, so that's not good. So make sure you know they say only for 501c3 and you're not. Actually, they will say like, why can't you read or why can't you understand that? Okay, so make sure you read. So it's very clear. They show the numbers here and the categories. Okay, that one, if you are a business or you are the community opportunity zone, read details. Okay, or your science and technologies right now. And the agency. Okay, so this is a different category that you can choose. Make sure you go through this. And then the dates, okay, actually you can request the post dates, okay, yeah, day range. So you can export detailed data and save. So that's good. You can save that. Then you can come back from time to time to review them. So this is one export detailed data, have the opportunity number, have the title, have the agency code, agency name, estimated funding, and expected number of awards. And this is the important number 7, okay, the contact, okay. If you have any questions, you should contact that grantor contact and the agency's contact email address and posted date, close date. Please don't wait until the deadline, at least 2 or 3 days before the deadline, because a lot of people, they wait until the deadline and then computer have traffic jam, they cannot send through. Okay, so please submit early. And then last update days, they sometimes those announcement they change. Okay, they update the information, so you should know, and the vision and the opportunity status. So those are the information you can see. So you can see all the information here. And you can keep them. You can use your way or the AI way actually to do that. Okay, to organize those. So you can see the left side number. Those items show you exactly what you can do. Okay, the agency. So like this one, all categories means your agricultural or art or business, community development. Okay, so this is a different kind of organization. And the category, okay, consumer protection or disaster or education, employment, labor, and the training, energy. Okay, so answer the right one, choose the right one. This one, environment, food and nutrition, health, housing, okay, humanities category, information and statistics or infrastructure, investment and job act, or law, justice and legal services, or natural resources. Okay, today we are together, we just go through and say, wow, even that can apply. So opportunity zone, benefit, or others. Recovery Act, regional development categories have Recovery Act too, or regional development, okay, transportation have several places. So now applicants, okay, so you are the applicants, so have the resources here for you. You can see the different resources. Q&A, okay, so I put here for you. UEI number, actually now you can get the UEI number if you go to SAN.gov, SAN.gov, they will assign you a UEI number, so you don't need to get DUNS number anymore. And apply using Workspace. We already learn about that today. Okay. Attachments, you can see the forms, the support center, account registration, login troubleshooting. Okay, if you have that, they have some information for you. Okay, password exploration, account deactivation, web browsers, antivirus best practice. Okay, that's very important cybersecurity function. So here for applicants, okay, have the items here for you. That's why I say the original website, they have a lot of information, and some of them they are repeating in different locations, so people are confused. Okay, so now I hope the new website right now for the research, for the search, actually, they want to really make it everybody easier. Okay, this is for Grants resources. Okay, these are system to systems, so you can see the forms and connect and support. So a lot of assistance. Okay, this is again, okay, I just mentioned SBA, we have two grants, not from SBA, is we manage these two grants actually for 11 government agency, okay? So if you have an idea, you want to invent something, and you see actually some of the agency, okay, they they want to solve a problem. They are looking for small business to invent something or some programs actually. So you have to see it's not what you want to invent, it's what the agency, what they need you to invent. Okay, so you have to apply to a specific solicitation. But I heard that National Science Foundation, they welcome all the innovation. Okay, so you have to proposal preparation, instruction, application and submission guidance, and evaluation criteria. So I think we with Greater New York Chamber, we just have the SBIR training. Okay, so this is a solicitation just for you to take a look. You know when, they don't have a certain time that actually all post their projects, but each agency, they have their plans. Like the Department of Defense, actually, they have a lot of projects. Okay, so the agencies, 11 agencies. Okay, so now good news, already passed the funding budget to 2039. Okay, so if your business must be for profit and US owned and operated and fewer than 500 employees, not for business to purchase equipment or commercializing a technology already invented, okay, or some business, they just need capital. This is not for you. Is to do the innovation that the agency needs to. So you can see here, they have 3 phases. The first 12 can go from 6 to 12 months. You can get 200 up to $275,000 to do the survey to see if your invention, okay, your future invention is a need, is a market. And then the second phase is 24 months. Is that's the time you do the R&D. You can get up to $1.8 million. And the third one is commercialization. So after you invent something, actually there is no funding come from these two programs. Actually, so you have to think about either find investors or that agency will treat you like a uh, contractor. Okay, so or they treat you like a grantee. Okay, so it depends, but you have to plan that even before you do the innovation. And when you submit a proposal, you have to let them know actually what's your commercialization strategy. Okay, so this is three phases. Okay, this is SBIR and STTR is a difference. Okay, so I think many of you think you're not a researcher, you're not a scientist. This is not for you. Actually, only small business can apply, and they give you funding. You don't have to be the researcher. You use the money to hire a researcher. Okay, and actually SBIR they require that primary employee, that researcher have to be to be in your business. Okay, have to be your employee. And also the work requirement you can subcontract. Okay, phase one you can subcontract up to 33%. Phase two can go up to 50%. And then so actually this is something for you if you see there is a need, or you in that's the direction of your business. You start the business because you want to invent something, okay? And then you saw that agency, actually, they really need somebody to invent something similar to what you want to invent. So that's the perfect, okay, would be the best. So one business talked to me, told me, even he didn't get the grant, but during the discussion with those contact person, the project manager usually are professors in different colleges. So he said that actually he learned so much about the discussion, the project. So even he didn't get the grants, but actually he invents something that he planned to invent. Okay, and very successful. So I encourage you to think about this. So this is just a table for the left side. Those agency actually they treat you like a contractor, and the right side they just give you the grants. But you have to find after you invent something, actually how can you go to the market? Okay, so this is award data. Okay, I put it here for you. How to find grants for your business using AI. Okay, so this I use AI right now, so I want to just introduce if you haven't thought about that, but now I have so many AIs, it's just too many. So you have to find the real good one for what you are thinking or what you are planning. Okay, but I encourage everyone should learn technologies. So I put here for you, okay, how to find federal grants. Okay, this is from AI too. Okay, so suggest you to use AI to even write a proposal, okay, or find opportunities. I put here for you. So this concludes my presentation today. Do we have a lot of questions?
Mostly everyone was asking where to get the slides. So, you have to email me and it will be on Chamber TV. Hold on. We are planned. We have performed. I'm just going through a lot of, no, no, hold on. Let me go to the awesome presentation. No, I think everyone, hold on.
Yeah, like I
I
mentioned.
think there weren't, wait, there's something. No, everyone was just talking to each other. Hold on. Let me go to the very beginning. They're just talking to each other. No,
Mhm.
we've run,
Sales.
nope, I don't see anything.
Okay.
If you guys have any questions, feel free to email me. But no, what? 12 new questions. Hold on. Thanks for the information. No, no, no. I
Okay.
think the presentation was very self-sufficient. If you have any question, hold on. I'm not seeing I'm not seeing any questions. Need the
Okay.
slides, need the slides. I'm not
Yes,
no.
we will send out the slides.
Yeah.
I know you need the information, but I just mentioned they haven't complete the transformation yet. Okay, so every day I will see if it's necessary after the complete the new website, maybe we can hold another one to go to the detail. Okay.
We'll be doing a lot more. Also, keep in mind, next Tuesday, well, first of all, thank you, Manly. I know that you're so busy. We so appreciate your time. And the next one will be putting American manufacturers first. And I think it's one of the first presentations for this that will be on April 8th. Tuesday, online networking, 10 o'clock, if you want to join us create and grow your business. It's a lot of fun. It's online, so no matter where you are, you can always join us. Everyone gets a copy of the chat and the list of attendees. And also Tuesday evening, 5:30, we have an in-person networking for all you Westchester people. All you Westchester people, it's at Key Bank in Portchester. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Go to our website. Manly, one day away from the weekend. I hope you're going to rest.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us.